Do a flip through for the Intentionally Rich Planner. I am here in the A4 version in the color pink, the only color we have available for this version. First up inside of here, we already inserted your meal planner bookmark. So in here, you can go ahead and chart out your meals and what you will be budgeting for the week versus what you actually spend on groceries. Here is a belongs to page where you can go ahead and insert your name as this planner belongs to you, as well as copyright information. The next sheets are our index, which tells you everything that's inside of the planner, as well as all of the federal holidays throughout the year, as well as places you can find us online. The very first page you see over here on the right is an empowerment page, as well as a little bit of information on what's included within this planner, key features, an introduction, as well as more information on where you can find us online. Next, we have how-to sheets. So one of the biggest questions we always receive is, how do I use the monthly budget, or how do I use the paycheck breakdown? So we went in here and gave you little notes for how to use these actual pages. So when you flip through to the current month, you can always come back here in case you have any questions on which numbers go where. We also have a how-to for the paycheck breakdown, as I mentioned. If you're only paid twice a month, then you'd only be completing 2 of these. If you are a weekly paid employee, you'll be using all 4. If you ever have a magic month, be sure to flip all the way to the back of the planner, and we have extras there for you. Here are your yearly goals. You can chart them in a quarterly basis. Here we have quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you can also add in your quarter focus here. At the bottom of each of these yearly goals pages, we have yearly habits, so that you can track those as well. Up next, we have our sinking funds. This page here will help you calculate how much to save for each sinking fund. If you're not a person who just does regular amounts, you want to write in the category, the goal amount, when you want it done, the pay periods until that time, and that'll help you calculate how much per check. So Christmas, I want $1,000, it's due in December, so I'd count how many paychecks there are from now to December, and then I would take the amount divided by the pay periods, and that would tell me how much to save per check. Up next, we have the yearly bill tracker. You go in and write out all of your bills, how much they are, when they're due, the frequency, whether it's monthly, quarterly, yearly, and every month as you pay those bills, you come in and color out the month to go ahead and let yourself know that you paid the bills for that month. We have the same sheet for subscription, so we have our yearly subscription tracker, as well as the yearly debt list. So this is where you chart out all of your debts, what's due, APRs, all of that stuff goes on your yearly debt list. You get 2 of those. And then here is where you track individual debts. So you pull the numbers and names from here, and the ones that you're currently paying, you want to move them over to this sheet so that you can track actual payments. We gave you several of those debt payment tracker sheets, and that's the end of this first set of trackers. And after your first tab, you'll go ahead and get into your first month. So you get the monthly calendar, a monthly budget, and then you get 4 paycheck breakdowns, which are 4 spending plans for your paychecks. If you're weekly paid, you'll use all 4. If you're bi-weekly, you'll use somewhere between 2 and 3. And then after those, you have a weekly check-in, so you should be coming back every week. Go ahead and pulling all the money out of your wallet and seeing what you spent versus what you budgeted, and then see how much is remaining, as well as a habit tracker here at the bottom of the weekly check-in sheet. And then after that sheet, you have expense tracker pages. So you get 4 expense tracker sheets. We have our monthly results overview, which you can tally up how much you saved or spent from each sinking fund. You can go ahead and keep up with how much you started with at the beginning of the month and how much you were able to save or spend. We have the same for your savings and investments accounts, and also your debt. And down here at the bottom, we have a credit score tracker. And that's the end of what's inside of each month, and you get 12 months worth of those. And then here in the last month, in your 12th month, you get all those same pages. And then after your monthly results overview, you get a note sheet, and then here are those magic month paycheck breakdown pages. So all of you who have 5 pay periods, or if you have an extra pay period or a secondary job, whatever it is, if you need extra paycheck breakdowns, we have some here at the back. And then beyond that, we have a 52-week savings challenge, as well as a 26-week savings challenge. And after that, we have 30-day no spend challenges. You get 2 of those. And then here, the very last page, we have our glossary. So here are standard cash stuffing, budgeting terms. So if you have any questions about what's rollover money, what's a variable expense, what's a high yield savings account, we've answered all those questions here for you. And that's it for the Intentionally Rich Planner.